Time to talk some football. NAU athletics, specifically the Northern Arizona Lumberjacks. And joining us now is their head coach, Coach Ball, with Rock Manuch and Jimmy B. How you doing, Coach? It's Rock. What's happening?
What's going on, man? How you guys doing?
Can't complain. I haven't seen you since we saw you at the little Fiesta Bowl event. You and some of the other coaches hanging out. So it's good to see you there, Coach.
Yeah, good to see you.
So, new defensive coordinator. Is he all ready to go? I mean, you guys played a month. What's going on there, Coach?
He's ready. We coached together at Memphis.
Okay.
And so, what I did in January is I went into the defensive room full time, and we were ran at Memphis, and so Coach Partridge had an opportunity to go back and be close to his family. His dad's not doing very well, and coach with his son at Tennessee Martin.
Okay.
So the minute that happened, Coach Clune was available. Like I said, we coached together at Memphis, and so he was excited about coming, and he stepped right in. He's been here a couple weeks, so nothing really different. Some names and some things have changed a little bit, but the foundation of the defense is there, and jumped right in and been moving right forward since.
Hey, Coach, to get a guy with all that experience and fresh off at BYU, and that's going to help in recruiting as well. But Kevin Clune's definitely got that experience that I think is really going to again make a splash. For you to get a guy at that level this late in the game before the season starts is pretty impressive.
Well, I've known him for a long time, and he was the best guy out there, and I've always wanted to hire him. I offered him the job when I first got the job, and he had something bigger going on. I think he was at Oregon, going to Oregon State at the time. So, it was great to get him. He's a football junkie. I mean, gosh, this guy can sit around and talk football all day long. Really believes in keeping it simple, allowing the kids to play fast. He's aggressive, a lot of movement, a lot of different looks. But a very multiple, but a great football coach. Great football coach and great guy.
All right, Coach, that's enough about defense. It's Manuch. Let's get into this offense. Let's just dive right in, Coach. I mean,
that's a good point.
And speaking of that, you've got like 75 different quarterbacks training up there right now. And I know the Angel Flores is transferred up there, Kai Milner, and I've been working with P.J. London for many, many years, all the above. I mean, it sounds like you got a pretty solid room, but did you have a pretty good feel who that young man's going to be by the time you kick it off against the Wildcats?
Yeah, it's one of those things we got to make a decision quickly on it. They're both between Kai. He transferred from Cal. We were the first one to offer him when he was a sophomore down in Hickley, and then of course we got Angel from Casa Grande. Right. Both are very, very talented, and then we added Daniel Britt from Montana, who is a runner. So. You might see Daniel with a quarterback running package, and then, the other two are very, very talented, very, very talented. And at the end of spring, they were neck and neck. So, Kai's a little more experienced than Angel. Angel moves a little bit on Kai. So it's going to be interesting. Both had great springs. Both are very accurate. Both have good arms. Both are really, really smart. So we can definitely have a quarterback that we can win with.
Coach, we force ourselves to have that play-by-play guy, Mitch Stroman, on once in a while, but he brings it to us.
I'm sorry.
But you know what? He was very complimentary of the offense as a whole. Aaron Pflugrad, another year as the OC, as far as those individuals. And, what you said, you were happy with the progress the offense has made, or maybe taking another step toward what you want to see overall. What was some of that progress and some of those steps you liked coming out of spring ball?
Well, first and foremost, we really needed, in order for us to do the things we want to do, we want to run the football. We got to run the football better. And so we went out and signed 5 offensive linemen from the portal, legit guys. And so we did that. And then we went and got some running backs. We got Grayson Hall back. We got Chase Belcher, who was a freshman last year. He's from South Georgia. He's from Valdosta, Georgia. Then we got the first team all-conference back out of the OVC, Devon Starling. And then we've got TJ McDaniels, who started at SMU, first couple of years at SMU. All those guys can play. And then we got a guy from BYU, Alex Mesa, you know, and so we're deeper than we've ever been there. And then we went out and signed some tight ends. You know, we got 6 tight ends, scholarship tight ends coming to camp. So you're going to see a lot of 12 personnel, wing sets, some motion, some shifting. And you're going to see us running the football formations that we've never done before. Our run game in the spring was totally different. In front of you know, getting to where we need to be, offensive line wise. We got some offensive linemen that can play, you know, and got Alexis Sanchez is back. Caden Miles is back. Blake Gammon is back. Angie Mason is back. Then we added 2 transfers from Northern Colorado, transfer from Missouri Western, transfer from Howard. So we are deep. We're bringing 19 offensive linemen to camp.
Wow. And, Coach, I think what's great is that these young men, what I've heard and talking to a lot of guys up there, is that they're having a chance to play and show their wares instead of hanging out here or there. And you know, NAU has become quite the hot spot for a lot of guys coming that way to get on the football field.
Yeah, and you know, we've got all the resources all in place. Mike Morrow's done a great job of providing us resources. And, you know, everything's in place. So we bring a kid to campus. It's probably nicer than where he's coming from. And so we're getting some quality players. And our staff did a great job recruiting last year as far as, you know, we got 14 freshmen, probably our strongest freshman class since we've been here. And then in the portal, we did the right thing. Did a good job of vetting these guys, finding out if they're going to come in here and be good, you know, not only good players, but good people. They're going to come in here and work hard, and they are. And up front, offensively, we're better than we've ever been since I've been here. We're better than we've ever been. And not only got the receivers coming back. You know, Hendrick Johnson's 33 catches away from being the all-time leading receiver here at NAU. And we got Jamal Glaspie back. We got Coleman Owens back. So we are loaded and deep on both sides of the ball. You know, we got 20 defensive linemen coming into camp. So we're deeper than we've ever been. Some names you guys may not know, but guys that came from places that played a lot of snaps and that want to play more or have the opportunity to you know, start and play more on a consistent basis. But our thing, we got to believe, and we got to put back wins. We haven't done that in a long time here at NAU, and so we need to get on that roll. And once we do that, I think you're going to be really, really surprised by this football team.
We're looking forward to it, Coach. I just wanted to ask you, aren't you glad that you're in a conference that is stable and you don't have to sit there and worry about where you're going to be playing next year? Have you ever been, have you ever been involved in craziness like what we're seeing?
Never. In the history of our sport, the last 2-3 years, it's been crazy. It's just been absolutely crazy. And it changed overnight, you know, and people are scrambling to find conferences. You know, we got the portal going on. We got the NIL stuff going on. So you've got to stay on top of it. And here's what you got to do. You know, some people want to sit around and complain about it. Well, that ain't going to change. And so we think, well, let's take advantage of the portal. Let's see if we can upgrade. And some of the positions.
3 minutes.
We really upgraded, and it helped us. And it's going to help us win some football games.
He's Chris Ball, NAU head football coach here on Fox Sports 910 Phoenix. Coach, you talk about the portal and the NIL. How difficult is that for you at NAU to not necessarily have the big resources as some of these other schools have when it comes to the NIL? Is that are you just going after a different type of kid, different level of kid?
You know, we're starting to get into that. We got joined up with a company called Influencer.
Okay.
So each kid has his own web page. There's a marketplace on there, and so anybody can get on his marketplace and set up a NIL deal with him. If it's $500, $3,000, you know, we're not giving away obviously the $500,000 NIL deal.
Yeah.
But our kids are going to have an opportunity to put some extra money in their pocket.
Good.
And what's good with that is that the company we went with, our athletic department paid the upfront cost. So we're not taking, so the kid's going to
2 minutes
$1,000 for his autograph. Okay. He's going to get $1,000. Okay. The only thing he's going to have to do is pay taxes on that thing. So it's a great setup. We got kids right now are working it like crazy and getting some NIL deals. And as the season goes on, if a kid's playing really well, he's going to pick up some NIL stuff. So it's teaches the kid how to sell themselves. It's not just I think you have to be successful to get it. You're not just going to get it because you're on the football team, which there's dividing locker rooms all over the country. And so, I think it's a great setup. It's a great move by our administration to get our kids on influencer, and I think it's going to be great for us. It's going to be great for us.
So, Coach, you got the game plan all set up for
1 minute.
The second
1 minute.
Arizona. You all ready to go?
Yes. Yeah, you're right. We got the game plan all set up, but the one thing I don't have, we're not going to surprise them this year.
No, you got that right.
Yeah, if you guys can figure out how I can do that, please call me and let me know.
Yes, absolutely.
We've watched them. We've got a preliminary game plan. We worked on this summer, obviously, and they've done a great job. They are a much better football. They're going to win some football games this year. So we'll have to go down there and play really well, and but we're looking forward to it. It's a great game for our players. Love playing down there and playing in that game. And what we're right now, guys, all we need to worry about. We got a little bit ahead of ourselves last year, talking about Big Sky championships and this and that. And you know what? We're just worried about getting 1% better every day. That's all we need to do. And we didn't handle. We had a pretty good football team last year, and we did not handle the losses very well. And this year, we're just worried about getting better every day. And our kids did that this summer. That's our approach going into camp. And if we do that and we get 1% better, by the end of the week, we're 7% better. By the end of 2 weeks, we're 14% better. By the end of 3 weeks, we're 21% better. And that'll get us prepared for the schedule. We got a tough schedule. We got 6 nationally ranked teams and a Power 5 team. So, you know what? But I love this team. I love where we're headed. I love how they work. I love how close they are. Even with the new guys, we did a great job integrating. Our players did a great job integrating the players into our program and our culture, and really, really excited to see these guys play. Really excited about it.
Coach, we love having you on. Hopefully, we catch up with you right before for the first game of the season. So, thanks for jumping on with us today. We appreciate it.
Anytime. Thanks, guys.
You guys.
Thanks, Coach.
That's the head coach of the Lumberjacks, Chris Ball. Appreciate him joining us as the Lumberjacks get underway on the second down in Tucson. Then they got North Dakota, so two road games, Utah Tech, Montana, Sac State, Weber State, Portland State, UC Davis, Montana State, Northern Colorado, and they end it against Jimmy's alma mater, Eastern Washington, on that ugly, ugly red field. We'll come back with more Rock and Manuch with Jimmy B from Casino, Arizona, right here on Fox Sports 910.